Thanks so much for joining me in my latest series, which is called Finding Your Fit, where I'm teaching you what clothing and sizes will work best for you because it can really be a challenge today. So before I get started on all these different videos, I am going to have 4 videos. If you're watching with me live, I'm going to have 1 a week. If you are watching and they've already been posted, awesome. You can just click on to the next ones after each one is finished. And those 4 videos are going to go over for women, tops, dresses, jackets, and pants. And so I'm going to go over what sizes you should be looking for, what to know about how things should fit you, how to measure for yourself so that you have those measurements that you can compare when you're either online shopping or in the stores. All sorts of little nitty-gritty details that you might not know about that will actually help you find stuff that fits you well. But before I wanted to go into those videos, I wanted to hop on and explain why this series is so important and why fit is so important. And so the reason for that, the reason that fit is so important is because when you find something that fits you well, and when it fits you well, it has the right proportions, and the silhouette works for you and your body style, that's the times when you feel your best and you look your best. And when you look your best and feel your best, then you're really confident. And that's what I want to help you ladies do. I want you to feel confident in what you're wearing. I want you to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. And I want you to look fabulous because you are fabulous and you've got a lot of other amazing things going for you in your life. So let's show that off with your image because at the end of the day, how you present yourself is important. So the reason why this is important though, and why it is a struggle, is because of where the industry has gone with it. So back in the day, before we had so many issues with sizing, the way that things used to be done is that you invested in quality pieces, you didn't have a closet packed with clothes, and when you did get a piece, it was tailored to fit your body specifically. So you were able to mix and match a lot because you didn't have as many pieces. And you always felt great because it was actually made to fit you. As the years have gone by, however, fast fashion has taken over. And so what fast fashion is they're pieces that are made at a very low cost. They're whipped out pretty quickly. They're typically a little bit more trendy. So you basically wear these pieces for a year, and then within that year, either the trends change, you've worn the piece out, or the piece is kind of given out on you and you're over it. And so that's where the difference is from where we used to be till now. Used to be focused on quality and few amount of pieces, and now it's just focused on buying a bunch of stuff inexpensively. And so while I'd love for the industry to go back to more quality pieces, less pieces in your closet, the focus there, I don't think that's ever truly going to happen. So we need to find out kind of a happy balance in the middle. A happy medium in order to get your closet to have the right amount of pieces for your taste and variety, as well as your style, but we want to get those quality pieces that'll last you and fit you really well. After fast fashion started, another thing that began to happen, and this is what's making it so difficult for you to shop in stores or online nowadays, so you're not the only one, don't feel alone in this. But the industry created something called vanity or insanity sizing. And so what that means is that nowadays, if you buy, let's say, a size small, it's going to say small on the label, but the measurements for that shirt or dress or pants are actually larger than a traditional size small. And so what had happened is back in the day, a handful of years ago, a size 8 was actually the smallest size you can get. And the way the industry changed and focusing on being so skinny and all this stuff, they changed the measurements, and that's why a 00 even exists now. So it's just absolutely insane. You can go into a store and you can get a size 0, but at the end of the day, the measurements aren't actually a 0, but you feel good about it because you put on the smaller size. But the reality of it is that size doesn't even matter. It's about the fit. And so since the 40s, the US has been trying to regulate and standardize sizing, and that just hasn't happened, and I don't think it ever will because designers typically want to focus on their art and this, having a skinnier model, and they're not really focusing on the real people and what people need to wear. And the other problem with standardized sizing and standardizing anything is that we're not standard. None of us are the same. You know, you could try to group us loosely, but at the end of the day, you see what happens. We all don't fit into all these different standard sizing. And so I think that's the biggest struggle that we have now, is that we're trying to be standardized into these specific fits. And there really isn't a specific and a standard and an average, because we're all unique and we're all different. And that's great and that's fabulous. And so what I want to try to do with this series is try to figure out, help you figure out the best way to navigate this fast fashion, standardized fit industry that we're in right now. And then at the end of the series, I'm going to surprise you with something to help as a solution instead of a band-aid. Because I feel like right now there's a lot of band-aids out there, a lot of different ways to figure out how to manipulate the system. And some of what's ingrained in us is going to have to keep us on that path of, you want to spend that inexpensive amount of money and get something quickly. And so this is going to help you with that and help that band-aid. But I also want to provide an actual solution to being able to find things that fit you well and that you feel comfortable in and that are fabulous. That's bringing us kind of back to those olden days where it was quality pieces that fit you well. So if you have any questions about this, about where the industry has gone, I don't want you to feel alone, because you are not alone in this. Everybody is struggling with it. Like I said, different brands are cutting things differently. They're labeling their sizing differently. They're describing fit differently in a confusing manner, and it just makes it really challenging to go out and buy yourself something without either expert opinion or really doing research to know what you're doing. So I'm here to provide that help for you. I'm here to let you know that you're not alone and that the sizing has gotten crazy. It's not just you and that you can't find something for your body type. It's most people can't find things for their body type. So if you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment, send me a message, whatever you need to do. But keep me posted on how you feel about this, comment and let me know, and I'm here to help you, and hopefully this series will help you too. Thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to share the rest of the episodes with you. Bye guys.